Namaste, greetings, and welcome to our last and final Sunday message with me, at least in this venue. Today, we are exploring the idea of don't go back to sleep. In other words, do not go back into the realm of what has been released. Don't go back, as the analogy given by the Matrix with Neo and Morpheus. Once you take one pill, you awaken and you see just how far down the rabbit hole goes. You take the other pill, you go back to sleep as if this never even happened. Do not go back to sleep. There are many times that we will reference forgetting. We might say something like, well, there are times when I get in, I'm in traffic and somebody will cut me off or whatever. And, I forget that I'm God, or I forget that they're God, or, the confusion of life and the drama of life and the pain of life happens and I forget. And I understand. But where I am now, I question, is it really forgetting? Or is it simply that is not in our frame of reference? The moment I say, where is your refrigerator? Your mind goes to the refrigerator. You weren't thinking about it before I said anything about it, before I asked anything about it, but it was there to be retrieved as needed. And the more we are engaged in this thing called life as our spiritual practice, the more that which is referencing the divine is now in our frame of reference. See, if I put my hands behind my back and I can't see my hands, and from where I'm sitting, I can't see any of my skin. So as far as my eyesight is concerned, I can't tell that I'm Black. Does that mean that if I don't see my skin, my reflection, after a certain amount of time, I'll forget? Well, no, because I have friends who are blind and they know who they are, what they're told let's go with the friends who started off at one point who were able to see and then became blind. We'll start with them. They saw and then later were unable to see, but they still remember. And they bring it to the forefront of their mind when they need to. But it's not like it's right here. I don't have Black gay man at the front of my mind every day, every moment, every time. Why would I? Now, does it surface here and there? Yes. But I don't forget. And the more I learn to practice and embody this thing called the divine, spirit, universe, source, etc., whereas, Yoda and the Jedi would reference the Force, the more it is present in the forefront of my mind. My being an artist, I'm not drawing or painting anything right now, but it's there. I'm not doing American Sign Language right now, but it's there. When the screen is up and you can't see the wall behind the screen, I don't forget what's on the other side of the screen. I know it's there. I know my divinity. I know my ability to love and be compassionate, and all of that stuff is there. Even when I am as angry as I may be in the moment, I know that this is there. But I also know that I have to address and recognize this, and I can't simply just jump to this and act like this is Get out of me. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. I'm not paying attention to this because I'm supposed to be happy and jolly and all the time. And, ooh, Pollyanna. No. So right now I feel angry and I know love is present. But right now, let me address the anger. And eventually it gets to a place where I'm able to bring this right there to the space of the anger. And with more practice and more time, eventually, and the love, but that doesn't happen if I ignore. It doesn't happen if I bypass. Now, even that word bypass can be taken in a life affirming way and a non-life affirming way. When you're driving and there's a detour, that detour, you are bypassing the traffic or the road construction. You are bypassing it. And there's nothing quote unquote wrong with that. You are taking a different route to get to your desired destination. That's fine. But you are not in denial saying there is no traffic. Traffic doesn't exist. You are acknowledging traffic does exist. And in order for me to not engage in it, because I don't want to engage in it right now, let me take a different route. And that different route may be I added another 5 minutes to or another 10 minutes by taking this different route. Well, that comes with the territory. Sometimes, in order to deal with the anger effectively, I need to speak to a therapist and a practitioner and the minister. And then eventually to the person, maybe, who sparked the anger in the first place. Maybe. Because sometimes it's not even about them to have a conversation. Meaning, this person molested me. I don't want to have a conversation with them. And I don't have to. But I still have to address what I'm feeling. It took me a long time to understand that. And so now, my practice, how do I ensure that I don't fall back to sleep? I question everything. I question everything possible. I question the vision for CSL, the mission, the purpose. I question my vision, mission, purpose. I question all of it. I question when a politician says A, B, and C. I question, what does that mean? They use these words. Those words can be interpreted in several different ways. What does it mean? I question. When I was becoming an ordained Christian minister, that's what I was ordained in first. A word that I learned in seminary was exegesis, exegesis, to break it apart and explore it through a variety of different lenses, to see what you see, to understand what you understand, to then deconstruct and reconstruct from a new vantage point, from a new perspective and paradigm. I do an exegesis of almost everything. I go to see a movie, metaphysical relevance, metaphysical takeaways, a play, same thing. I hear a song, same thing. And what this is for me is I do my best to remain curious. The more curious I am, the less likely I will simply fall asleep. Because I know that it could happen. I know in the general scheme of concepts, like we can't like actually go back to, but we can get comfortable enough where it feels close enough to, I don't have to deal with this other stuff. I don't have to deal with this. Change your thinking, change your life. I don't have to deal with any of that stuff. I don't have to meditate. I don't have to. This is comfortable. Let me go back to the place of comfort where I don't grow and I don't evolve, but I'm comfortable. I know that that's easy because I know that there are times when I feel upset or whatever it is I'm feeling. And my go-to drug of choice, baked goods, cookies, pie, cake, cupcakes, donuts. And it's easy. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, that's so good. Yum, 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 yum. Gym. I'm not going to the gym. I got cookies. Go for a walk. I got cupcakes. It's easy and it's comfortable. And while it serves a purpose, the moment I give into it fully and completely, then I'm lost. So, how do we ensure a certain level of active curiosity that is willing to explore, willing to ask the questions that may not even have an answer? It may not have an answer that can be explained. I don't know how to. You said, what's the question? What is blue? You mean like a definition for blue? Yes. How do you define blue from a scientific perspective or explanation? I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Blue. It's a color. What, you want something else? It's a primary color. Are we willing to ask, even when we may not have an answer? Ask anyway. Think of the number of scientists and folks, space, biology, et cetera, that asked questions at one point and they were like, we have no idea. Heart transplant, no idea. Blood transfusion, no idea. Airplane, no idea. Telephone, no idea. So many things, no idea. I have no answer, but we keep asking. And then we have penicillin. Then we have air conditioning. Then we have whatever it is, we have it. So we could do the same thing with peace on earth. We could do the same thing with equity and justice. We could do the same thing. Ask questions. Ask more questions of more people. Ask. Ask ourselves. Explore. Be curious. And step all in. Like fully lean in. Be willing to dream, be willing to imagine, be willing to understand in a way that you haven't before. So when I spoke to you last Sunday, March 24th, my birthday was Monday, March 25th. So I am officially 58 years old. What does it mean to be 58? Baseball player Satchel Paige has a quote where he says, or he asked the question, if you didn't know how old you were, how old would you be? And I often look at myself in the mirror, I see my reflection, and I'm visibly older than I once was. I see gray hairs in places that I don't know why there are hairs even growing there, but whatever. It is what it is. It's the biologying. I got that. But there are times that I will catch the look. And what comes up is, wow, you're getting old. Excuse me? Because it's coming from the way it's coming across is wow, you're gonna have to slow down and you're gonna have to no. Time out. This is not that Hallmark card that says, happy birthday. Wow, you're over 50. You're almost no. Take this thing back. I'm not playing these games with you. The number of years need not reflect the energy, the vitality, the imagination, the playfulness, the love, because none of that need change, no matter what number of candles are on the cake. But there are times when something will catch my attention, something will trigger me, and the initial lure, the initial carrot, the initial whatever is go back to sleep, go back to sleep, lack and scarcity and no, 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 no. And while there may be times that I entertain for a moment, I come back to myself. I reawaken to my present moment and the practice and the activity of living in this present moment. I take the pill that keeps me awake. I go down the rabbit hole like Neo did to see how far down it actually goes. I want to know, what is the matrix? And as Morpheus told him, no, Neo, there are some rules that can be broken and others can be bent. And when you know who and what you are, you will be able to operate within this system, this construct, in a completely different way. I want the pill that gives me the ability to understand and to practice in a more life-affirming, beneficial way for myself and for everyone else. And in order to do so, I must remain curious, actively curious, actively creative, imaginative, playful, dreamer, misfit, troublemaker. And I accept, because it's what I want. It's what I want for my own life. And it's what I want to be the demonstration of in order to shake up the system, in order to actually manifest what it is I want to experience in the world for myself and for others. Breathe. So as I said, this is our last Sunday together. Reverend Amani returns tomorrow, right? He's come back beginning of April. So what do I want to leave you with? Know that you are loved, that you are appreciated, that you are an amazing being right now. No matter what's going on in your life, no matter what has gone on in your life, that you are an amazingly powerful being. You may have the temptation to, but I'm an introvert, but I'm shy. But, remove, accept, and I am a magnificent being and I'm an introvert. I am a magnificent being and I am shy at times. I am a powerful being and there are times that I don't want to hug. I am a powerful being and I stand in my sacred no to allow the sacred yes. I am a loving and joyful person, and my boundaries are established. And you are loved, and you are appreciated, and you and your life matter. All of it, all that makes you you in this moment. So while you are moving and ebbing and flowing with stuff and judgment comes up and criticism comes up, be present and recognize it and remember that it need not define you. There's a song that says something to the effect of, be all you can and do all you can with all that you have right where you are. Be all you can as the most loving and empowered being you can be, doing all that you can do in the best way that you can do it, using all that you have at your disposal to use all of your power, your presence, your imagination, your ability to knit, to sing, to dance, to pray, all of it, because it's important in the process of creating a world that works for all. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here with you for these 3 months. My life has been made better as a result, and I pray that in some small way at least, I have been a beneficial presence to you and this community. I love you and I appreciate you, and will forever be here for you and with you. Blessings.